Oh my God, don't push that button. Oh, bleh.
What?
Alex?
Chat!
Live from Austin, Texas, with some games you won't see under the Christmas tree, because you got an original GBA and you really need direct sunlight for that. It's Retro Pals with Danny and Alex. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Danny. I got a GBA for Christmas.
Yeah?
And the same exact thing happened to me. I was just like, cool. And then I was like, I can't see anything.
Yeah, you got to be in sunlight or a direct lamp, perhaps one of them halogen jobs, you know?
Yeah, actually.
It's tough out here for us GBA gamers. But it's Christmas, so hopefully you get a lot of GBA games this year, and hopefully none of them are pirated.
Hopefully. But maybe they will be.
One thing I've seen lately cropping up in malls is vending machines that have Game Boy Advance games. Have any of y'all seen this?
I haven't seen that.
They're mostly Pokemon games. They're, of course, all bootleg, but that's one of the stranger ways I've seen of distributing these old portable game consoles. Occasionally, you just come across a vending machine with some old cartridges in it, and that's awesome, even if they are bootleg.
Yeah.
Hi, folks.
Hey, here
We're
we are.
Retro Pals. We're keeping the portable dream alive with a stream that you can carry in your pocket. Do it right now. Turn off the screen and put me in your pocket. Let me out of here.
Get Danny out of your pocket.
It's hard to breathe in here. I didn't consider the ramifications. All right.
You doing good?
We're good. I'm filled with the holiday spirit. It's coursing through my bones and my veins right now, and hopefully some of y'all all are feeling it too. We got a good stream for you here tonight. Unreleased GBA games that were either fully developed or somewhat developed and fully canceled before they hit retail release. We got so much to cover, so very much. Alex, why don't you thank some folks?
I want to thank Lolo de Puzzlo for the 1 year resub, a year of Retro Pals.
A year of Retro Pals. Thank you so much for the whole year.
Johnny Ritten, thank you for the 6-month resub. That's half a year. Thank you. Y'all give me a reason to look forward to Wednesday and Friday that I might not have otherwise. And for that, I thank you. Well, I'm glad to provide.
Nice. Glad to bring some light to your Wednesdays and also your Fridays. And thank you for the 6 months.
Thank you, Conky Dong, for the 25 bits in World of Ruin. One fish has come to be your friend. That's Fin, baby.
This one goes out to my pal Fin. Love that guy. Thank you.
Thank you, Seraphis Kane, for the 65-month resub. Looking forward to enjoying a good stream before I'm knocked on my ass all weekend from the double jab I got earlier today. Oh my God, be careful.
Oh boy, rest up. Hope you recover soon. And if the stream seems weirder or less funny than usual, it's the jab's fault. It's not my fault. Thank you.
Welcome from Houston, Packrat. And thank you to Ziggy Chardust. 11-month resub. 11 months of feeling suspicious about Fin's intentions.
Look, get ready for your best friend.
He is your best friend.
And holy shit, Packrat, good to see you. Glad to see you're still in the Houston area. Hope you're doing well.
Nelson JD, thank you for the 56-month resub. So much, thank you.
That's so many months. Thank you.
Thank you, Navjack and Lolo for the horse bits.
The horses are here.
They're the horses. And Chuba with the 46-month resub. You missed it earlier. We had a golden Kappa train. Anyways, Chuba says golden caca train.
I can't believe we were hit with the golden Kappa train. I've seen so many other people suddenly get hype trains, and they're like, golden Kappa? What the hell is that? It's something no one wants, but something we all get, like a fruitcake on Christmas.
Thank you, Cartman, for the 100 bits. A backlight, my kingdom for a GBA SP with a backlight. I still have my SP and my original advance, so maybe I should bust out my SP sometime.
You got to get one of them worm lights. You got to get one of them backlit mods, and then fuck up installing it so that fingerprints are permanently on the screen.
Oh man, that sounds like stuff I've done.
Yep. It's all a classic bit of gaming history. We all suffer. We all have triumphs here on Christmas. I don't know. I'm feeling Christmassy. I saw the LGR Christmas special today with all of his clones, and I'm like, man, it really is Christmas now. Suddenly, it all hit me like a ton of Christmas bricks. Conky Donk, thank you for the 25 bits.
Yeah, we're an advanced placement gaming class. We're advanced.
Yeah, we're the kids we took out. They took out our regular class so we could play a portable that we can't see. It's good shit. All right, GBA. If you missed it, on Wednesday's stream, we covered unreleased Game Boy, Monochrome, and Game Boy Color games. I'm going to be referring back to that stream a couple of times, but you didn't miss much, probably.
Nah.
Just suffice to say, if anything I say regarding developers you need to know from the previous stream, I'll mention that. I'll be like, consult Wednesday's stream for more information. Because we're going to see some folks, some developers, some people we've seen before with new aspirations, advanced aspirations, you might say. And there's plenty of unreleased GBA games. Holy shit. Let's get her started.
Okay.
3D terrain demo.
Okay.
We got a proof of concept. I wonder how many racing games we're going to see this time around. Because we saw plenty last time.
S.
It's the S.
Skyworks.
Stands for Skyworks. I'm in the editor's box of a corner of a comic panel. Yeah, my name is Ed now. Okay. See Wednesday's stream for more information. Ed. Okay, Skyworks. What kind of 3D terrain? Wow. Holy shit.
I'm all in.
All right, let's pick this one. Oh, it's an ATV kind of game. All right, look at this. Well, here's the power of the GBA demonstrated right away. Unlike the Game Boy and Game Boy Color, which were 8-bit consoles, this is a full 32-bit. Maybe not quite as powerful as the original PlayStation or Saturn, but it could still render 3D pretty well. You could make a pretty convincing 3D environment at a decent frame rate even. And I guess this game was to demonstrate the possibility of crashing into a cactus and fucking dying.
Wow, you're dead.
No, I'm just gonna lay down here. I'm just here in this sand dune forever now. Oh my god.
Get out.
Help, I super glued myself into my ATV to be a better racer. Do you think anyone's done that?
No, I don't think they have.
Do they use Velcro?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's much safer.
Sorry, you sinking in the sand reminded me of an awful YouTube short I saw.
Yeah?
It was just a guy being like, here are the 3 worst types of quicksand, and it was him getting in them and like almost not getting out, and I'm like, what? And then he like fell in a bog at one point, and I'm
this guy Daffy Duck?
Kind of.
I'm glad they're making bog content on YouTube.
Yeah, no, he was like, he's just a guy voluntarily shoving himself into quicksand and bogs and stuff.
Jesus Christ, I really hurt this guy.
Luckily, there are people with him, but but in the last one I saw, it was him and his friends, and you're like, we're in the worst kind of quicksand ever. We're gonna get stuck, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
I rolled uphill there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And then I drowned my ATV in the lake. Man, good weekend, I would say. This has been a quality weekend we've spent riding. I don't know if this got turned into a retail game, but pretty good engine here. I could see this getting you a job at least. Mm-hmm. Now time for the real shit.
All right, Hollywood Hypnotics. I hate the name already.
This is an unreleased Animaniacs game that was discovered earlier this year. It was dumped by Hidden Palace and shown off on their Twitch channel, and I couldn't believe that there was yet another Animaniacs game that was going to come out.
That's what I was thinking.
There were a few that did get released. The Great Edgar Hunt for GameCube and PS2. We ranked that on Mascot Friday, I think. But they wanted to make even more Animaniacs games in the 2000s than they did, despite the fact the show had been off the air for many, many years. Let's pick English, I guess.
Okay, Brain's plan for global domination involves turning the Warner Brothers water tower into a...
There is one standout thing about this prototype.
Rocket.
Rocket. And that is the music. When Hidden Palace showed this off, everyone was united in their hatred of this game's music. It all sounds like this.
This is bad! Okay, we're gonna transmit the sound of a barking dog. Okay.
What kind of plan is this? Oh my god. That's despicable. That would drive me insane.
I would die.
I'd be like, bwomp, 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 bwomp.
Okay.
This looks like Biffo artwork.
This is very Biffo.
Damn, that's their best plan ever.
Okay, we're gonna wait for Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
He's waiting for the Animaniacs to figure into his plan. Did they even interact on the show? I thought Pinky and the Brain was its own
It was its own
segment.
thing. They only interacted in like musical numbers, but those don't count.
Well, anyway, let's play the game.
Okay.
Because this seems to be fully complete, just unreleased. Except for the soundtrack. I would have redone the soundtrack. Hollywood Hypnotics. Hypnotics? Sure.
Thank you, Jay the Brain Man, or the
Brain Man?
for the 16-month resub. This sub-anniversary message is unreleased.
Dang. Hopefully we'll dig up a prototype someday. Thank you for the 16 months.
Oh, is this?
And believe it or not, this is a side-scrolling game mixed with a point-and-click adventure. You can bring up this context screen by pushing the L button. You can pick up things, use them, and so on. We can talk to Ralph the Guard.
Vesselus, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, I'm sorry if you're in Australia and you had to give them your government ID to watch us.
Damn it. People are getting carded for this damn stream now. Thank you, though.
I don't want any kids seeing Wacko Warner. Wacko Warner is for millennials only.
Damn, Yakko, that's a full-ass paragraph. Jeez, these guys love to talk. Well, if you ever wanted a fully featured Animaniacs point-and-click adventure game, it was going to be here on GBA. And they did a decent job of putting it together, I think. From what I saw on the Hidden Palace stream, they got pretty far. Looked to me like a complete video game, so if that's the kind of thing you want to see, you can download this and play all the way through it. We're in Scary Studio. Ah!
Hey. Okay, darken the store again.
Bwomp, 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 bwomp. Here we go in here.
Nope, not happening.
Oh, I need a... That's a trunk key, apparently.
Thank you, Sailor Soapbox. 42-month resub. Hello, pals. What have you got when your cop dad is always saying, "Hey, listen, a police Navidad"?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
that is so tortured that I love it.
You went above and beyond for the
Above
holiday
and
season.
beyond.
Thank you for the sub. A clown's hair. I hate clown's hair.
I also hate clown hair.
Pick
You
up
got
that
him
mop. So at least this one's unique. The GameCube platformer was just a really generic 3D platformer with some jokes in it, but this seems really focused on the Animaniacs themselves, and something that people who like them might actually want to play. I like that grinning pigeon back there. Is that one of the good feathers?
It's one of the good feathers, yeah.
Animaniacs was only on for a couple of seasons. I guess it was kind of memorable.
It was in reruns forever.
But yeah, it was in syndication for many, many years afterwards, much like Tiny Toon Adventures.
And it had a spin-off, the Pinky and the Brain show,
Oh, yeah.
which they added Elmira to eventually.
And they ruined it.
And they ruined it, yeah.
It's a pirate actor. Let's talk to him.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the Hulu reboot, but
Did any of them come out as gay?
I was gonna say, which one's a gay?
Is it all of them? May we use this berm? Or perhaps give? Yes. Yes, I am sure about that. Well, fuck, you got any better ideas? Whoa! Hi! Hello? Are you for me? I don't think I have genitals.
I was gonna say!
There's so much here. This is a really detailed video game. And I like that they presented it in a side-scrolling style. The only other game I can think of that did something like this was Cosmic Spacehead, which we played a few times.
This is very much Cosmic Space Ed. Carmen, thank you for the Hello Dot Nurse short.
That is true. They did have babes in the show. Oh, here's the Hello Nurse trailer. There she is.
Hello Nurse.
Her name is Hello Nurse.
Yes.
Boys, go Fig. Jesus, put it in your pants.
They're big enough.
We gotta get a kiss from the nurse. There's so much to explore even before you've done the first puzzle. Dudes to talk to, sheriffs, nurses, cabaret singers. If you're an Animaniacs fan, definitely check this one out. But maybe mute the game before you do that. Oh, I found the trunk! I found the trunk. Here we go. No. The other item. How do I switch item?
Can you switch items, or is it a Dizzy-like and you only get one item?
What the? Oh my god, I can't switch items. Maybe there is a way and I just can't figure it out. Well, if you can figure out the mystery of the Sphinx, that is, using a key on a lock, you may want to play Animaniacs Hollywood Hypnotics, or Hypnotics, I guess. I also want to play a little game by the name of AmiYumi Sarge's Heroes.
Cool.
Weirdly enough, they did release an adaptation of Sarge's Heroes 2 for GBA, but this first one, the lady in the lower left. What's her name? I forgot her name.
Portal Runner lady.
We'll just call her Portal Runner.
Yeah, what's the Portal Runner lady's name?
That's Sarge. That's where this is Sarge. Maybe they didn't put much work into this before it was canceled. Maybe they just decided, you know what? Let's just go ahead and start work on that sequel.
That's Sarge, all right.
Yep, that's Sarge. I love these early prototypes. Look, use your imagination, okay?
Come on. We're just in the beginning here.
The buttons don't do anything.
Park your Sarge in the garage.
This is about as proof of concept as it gets for a prototype game.
Room temperature, thank you for the 25 bits. When do we get to see Minerva Mink? God, I wish.
I'm just going to put Sarge on the roof here, where he stays.
Ramon88, thank you for the 21-month resub.
Sarge, there he is. Well, suffice to say, there was going to be a Sarge's Heroes 1 for GBA, and then there wasn't. They didn't get very far either. I think I prefer this version of the Sarge. He doesn't talk, he doesn't do anything, but he still has a major presence on screen. God, I hand it to Sarge. How about Barbarian? Barbarian was a remake of the old Amiga and ZX Spectrum one-on-one fighting game that was released for PS2 back in the day. I don't know if that even got a US release, but they did that. And they were going to further adapt that PS2 game to the Game Boy Advance. Oh, we got some dudes here.
Very cool. Ooh.
Good barbarians. Nice.
Thank you for being the creature.
I think that Barbarian game is where a lot of Duke Donut's sound redeems come from. Where he ripped all the story mode dialogue, which is really strange.
Nice.
It was going to be a one-on-one fighting game. This one in 2D, rather than the 3D Arena Fighter on PS2. Using these pre-rendered characters, which really got a resurgence in interest in the GBA era. The GBA was built for these pre-rendered characters. This doesn't feel very good to play, but the animation frames are there. They were developing this, there was a few prototypes released, and it just never came to fruition. Oh, he was stunned. Do you think there were finishing moves in this?
Like where the werewolf rips off your dick or whatever?
Yeah. Cambrian era, he saw himself as a small monkey who could be hurt by anything. Yeah, I love the... we got to play Barbarian for PS2 at some point, for the story mode dialogue. We got to learn the tragic tale of Mongo the gorilla, maybe one of these days. Did you know they were going to reboot Battletoads for Game Boy Advance?
I did not know this.
And did you know that they're even cooler than ever? They're like skate punks now.
Why are they so thin? Oh my god, and the fingerless gloves?
Yeah, and the jorts. And the pre-rendered graphics. This really seems like something that would have happened on GBA back in the day. Like, I would not be surprised if they made a Battletoads game and it looked exactly like this.
Exactly, that's just Frogger.
Yeah, Frogger's back and he's pissed. He's given up all idea that he's gonna find a princess. And he's gonna bust all over.
He's gonna bust some heads instead.
Yeah, there you go. Now, is this one of the existing Battletoads, or did they have a new cousin who was even cooler?
It's like what they did with Peter Griffin in Fortnite. He's not the right size.
Oh yeah, they made him muscular.
Yeah, but Homer and Cleveland from the Cleveland Show all are like their regular size with their bellies and everything. So I don't know why Peter Griffin got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, what the hell?
But look at him! Look at those legs!
Oh, that's a great noise.
And you can tell they're jorts because they go over his knee.
That's a really good noise. Did I get to the end of the prototype? I made the game very angry at me. I gotta move on. There isn't much to this prototype, but I am glad that this was preserved, and we really need to move to the next game now. Captain Harlock?
Wait,
really?
No!
For GBA.
I saw...
Yeah, sure enough. How about that?
The Reigning Looney Corporation.
Is that who owns Captain Harlock? Well, unfortunately, this is a non-interactive demo and just shows the possibilities of a Captain Harlock game. But, look at that. Got these RPG-style character sprites, which look pretty good. Background graphics look great.
That's crazy. Why are you going to do a Harlock game for America?
Gun Frontier, pretty good Taito shoot-'em-up.
This is for America, right? Or
yeah, it's all in English. This was being developed by Westerners. No clue why this never came out. Maybe this was just one guy's passion project.
Maybe this was going to be for Europe?
Yeah, this is the same guy as Galaxy Express.
Yeah.
Thus the similarity in character designs. I wonder if you shoot the lips off a cockroach in this game. This looks like a fake demo someone made as homebrew. No, this was on a cartridge. This was actually dumped. Homebrew is a thing on GBA, so there is a fine line distancing actual prototypes between homebrew. But Hidden Palace dumped this one. And it shows the possibilities. Looks good on GBA at the very least.
Does.
I really like those character sprites and backgrounds. Oh, to think what could have been.
Yeah, Codeman. I was thinking this... Considering how big Harlock was in Europe, this does feel like maybe for Europe?
Yeah, it could be. There were a bunch of Europe-exclusive games based on anime and manga franchises you'd associate with Japan usually, like the Italian Sailor Moon game for DS.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of exclusive Knights of the Zodiac, too. What's that called in Japan? Saint Seiya.
It's Saint Seiya, yeah.
Yeah, Saint Seiya saw a lot of games on consoles in Europe that didn't get released in Japan. Oh my god! Holy fuck! Look at this!
But it's okay. I'll put up the nudity.
That's awesome! Oh, there's boobs. I didn't even notice. But
yeah, there's nudity.
The art's amazing. the freaking battle art. You'll grow up on Hearth. Yeah, that's why you had to send your identity to Twitch so you could watch this stream.
The boobos. Okay, this is from the makers of Mr. Nuts, Danny. This is French.
Whoa!
Codeman, thank you for the info.
Holy fuck! From the creators of Mr. Nuts.
Okay.
Leiji Matsumoto's Captain Harlock. Man. Commandos 2. On GBA. As far as I know, this is a PC franchise. Maybe like a first-person shooter or something. And they wanted to bring it to GBA. Who knows about Commandos? I know about the Capcom game Commando.
I don't know anything about Commandos. I know about Gun Command. What the
You're
fuck?
so squat! Oh my god, don't push that button. Oh, bleh.
What?
Alex?
Chat!
Okay, the sheer horrificness of his design didn't really shine through until I zoomed in. And now? Okay, the PC Commandos, is it anything like this? Does he look like this?
Chat says no. Chat says, oh my god, no.
You're looking like Dreamworld Pogi out here.
He does look like Pogi.
Oh, whoa, hey, jeez. I guess we're one of those guys, huh? Because we have that.
Are we chasing them? Are we chasing those guys? Are we killing those guys? Or are we those guys? Does it matter with our heads?
This is an emotional roller coaster. What the fuck? Anyone play Ao Oni? Just wondering. Just wondering if I'm the only one reminded of the old blue Oni. Well, Commandos 2 almost came to GBA. This little guy here, he could have taken the series to GBA, but ultimately he couldn't. It's really horrible looking. Also reminded of the puberty elf that we saw in that one Amiga game.
Oh, yeah.
This guy has a lot of descendants in video games. We should probably move on.
We should move on.
Dark Eden. Rival Dreams, who we're going to see a few times this stream. I believe a bunch of their prototypes were discovered and dumped at the same time. Possibly donated by the makers themselves. I don't know for sure.
Good face.
And look at this. We got a proper video game-ass video game right here. A little bit Strider-esque with the fact that you have this big-ass thing on your blade that gives you a lot of reach. Got some hit stop going on here. They wanted to make a good-ass character action game for GBA. So far, this is one of the most fleshed-out games we've seen this stream. Like, it's not perfect, but all the major mechanics are here. And it hints at something that could have been really cool. Is this a Metroidvania? I think it is. Ew. I like this.
This is neat.
Plenty of those old Metroidvanias available on the Game Boy Advance, as you may have heard. And I think this would have had an audience had it actually made it out. I like slicing through doors. What's this? Oh!
Oh!
Yep, Metroidvania detected.
This is a Metroidvania.
Total Metroidvania. There we go. I've solved the first traversal puzzle, thus opening up the rest of the castle. Metroidvania, baby. Damn.
Look at the sexy lady statues.
There's sexy lady? Oh yeah, you're right.
Sorry.
Why are you the one noticing all the boobs tonight?
Because that's not usually my forte. But
I'm just focused on the gaming.
yeah, you're gaming, and I'm just like, lady.
I'm like, wow, those battle sprites. And Alex is like, full nudity, come on. Damn, I want to play this.
You're gonna have to play. This is sick.
Well, believe it or not, this isn't the most promising release from Rival Dreams we're going to see tonight. The game that I really want to see comes much later, but I think you're going to be impressed. Man, these guys, they knew what they were doing. Sad these games didn't get released.
Same.
Dark Empire.
Dark Empire.
Alex is the sex-positive Santa Claus of the stream. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Got
Good
a Japanese
eyeball.
prototype. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
This is why I like the GBA, because occasionally you see these really high-effort attempts at bringing 3D environments to the system, often using polygonal graphics even. Whoa, hey! Oh, I'm an airship now. Cool. You can just turn into the airship, and then you can turn into a dude. Pretty creative, an RPG where the main character turns into an airship.
That's pretty interesting.
Quite convenient, actually.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to turn into an airship.
Man, I would save so much money on bus fare if I could just be an airship.
Now that you can turn into an airship, you don't need a car. Looks kind of sick. A lot of this stuff already has looked kind of sick. These are much more... Even the proof of concept demos seem much more promising than a lot of stuff we saw on Game Boy and GBC.
Yeah, for sure. These are already way better.
Damn.
Except for Commandos, too, but that doesn't count.
Oh, that was awesome.
I don't know. I really liked Sarge.
Sarge was good, too. Demon's Crest. I played through this a few days ago for the Retro Achievements, and you know what? Demon's Crest is amazing. One of the best Super Nintendo platformers, one of the best games in the Ghouls and Ghosts series. And once again, Rival Dreams brought this to Capcom, and they thought, hey, we'll bring your red armor to the GBA. Graphics are looking good. You can't really jump, you just kind of rise. Uh-oh. Oh, I broke it. Let's try that again.
Yeah.
Keep that red armor on the ground. Once again, another proof of concept, mostly. Didn't even really get started in porting this thing, but considering how many Super Nintendo games did get ported to GBA, this would have fit in alongside it. It would have footed it too. I'm just so excited about prototypes. Tripping all over myself. PS, ground.
Ground. ST equals 1, Danny.
Oh, okay. PS, still ground. Red Armor doesn't care. He'll just walk through everything. That's all there is. Just this one part of the introductory level of Demon's Crest. I guess Capcom said no? What the hell, Capcom?
They're like, he's not supposed to hang in the air like that. You messed up.
Dune, Ornithopter Pursuit? A Dune-based game on Game Boy Advance from Cryo? Surprisingly, this was the game that led to Cryo's bankruptcy.
So, was this based off... Okay, it looks like it's just straight up based off of Dune and not
not one of the
Dune
movies,
TV series
not one of the
came out.
spin-offs, just Dune-ass Dune, based on the novels.
Not even based on the David Lynch. It's so sad.
By fucking Cryo. I think next year we have to do a Cryo showcase. They keep showing up every so often. They keep infesting our other streams. This guy looks cool.
Yeah, no, Sci-Fi Channel aired that Dune miniseries as well from the 2000s.
What is this, an RTS? Why were you making a really in-depth Dune-based, what the fuck, Mech Warrior style game for GBA?
Again, it could have been because of the series it was at the time. It could have been like, Dune is all about it.
Holy shit, Alex. How many Dune games have there been? There was, like, the Sega CD one. There was Dune 2, the famous RTS from Westwood. I can't really think of any more, though.
So, chat's letting me know not only is this on Steam, it's on Steam with the branding removed, so it's now Elend, the Crystal Wars.
Oh, man. They got the serial numbers filed off and released it somehow. That's awesome. I gotta check that out.
You do.
Because, holy shit. Someone had a real vision bringing Dune to GBA. I'm seeing it. I'm feeling it. I don't know shit about Dune, but I'm feeling the sandworms. That's a Dune thing, right? That's
yes,
not just
sandworms are in Dune. Absolutely.
Not just Beetlejuice.
No. They're definitely from Dune before Beetlejuice.
Okay, good.
If you think about it, Beetlejuice is like a sequel to Dune.
Oh yeah, they both have sandworms. Very true.
You get it. You know, and after you watch the David Lynch Dune, you're kind of curious, you know, what's going on with the sandworms? What are they up to? Well, then boom, Beetlejuice gives you your answer. So it's kind of an unofficial tip of the hat.
Okay, Greg.
Sorry, I'm just being stupid.
Really looking forward to the Oscar special for this latest On Cinema season. Apparently this is the end of the show, according to Tim.
According to Tim.
Yeah.
He's going to focus on animation projects.
We'll have to see about that. Really curious to see where that series goes from this point on.
I'm just excited to see what animation they make. It's going to be really bad. They're
going
to hire some crazy person to do it.
Yes. Well, here you go. Here's your 3D Dune-based action game for GBA that you never knew you wanted. And it's out on Steam, of all things. Wow. Flashback Legends. Speaking of old games getting revised for GBA, they were going to bring good old Flashback.
Cool!
That's a good logo.
That's an amazing logo.
They're crediting Delphine, so I assume this is above board. That's what they wanted to do with the series at this point. Oh, and it's in French, so you know this shit's for real. Whoa, the art? This is Flashback? Is this the same Flashback I'm thinking of?
Is this a different Flashback?
It has to be, because it's Delphine, but... Oh, that's...
it's him.
Yeah, there he is. Conrad Flashback. Alright, this is Flashback. I wonder if they're going to keep the rotoscoped animation in the game. Let's start her up and find out. It's him, John Flashback. Hey, there he is.
Goodbye, John.
That looks exactly like the Super Nintendo sprite. I think they just pasted it in here. It does not mesh with the rest of the graphics.
Sure doesn't.
But the backgrounds do look pretty cool. Now, on Super Nintendo and Genesis, Flashback was a quote-unquote cinematic platformer, sort of like Prince of Persia or Out of This World. Boy, this guy is in a completely different animation style than I am.
He's from a different series.
Yeah. This guy got lost on the way to a licensed GBA platformer based on...
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, the Cat in the Hat. Danny Phantom or something.
Dan-
Put your gun away, Conrad.
Danny, did you know they added Danny Phantom to Fortnite?
Did they?
Yeah, I don't even think anyone cares anymore.
Yeah, like, why?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, but...
No, do something with the panel. Don't just look at it. Maybe you can't progress much in this game. It does seem to be kind of early. It has the debug information on the screen and all, but they had cinematics in. These backgrounds look good. I assume they were going to redo Conrad's animation at some point to better match what's going on here, but Flashback. We almost had it for GBA.
Nice. Oh, a key card.
No, don't shoot it. It's his instinct to always just shoot everything, this freaking guy. Can't solve your problems with bullets. Come on, dude. Let's move on to our next game. Fuzz and Rockets. When are they going to bring the super duper sumos to Fortnite? This is the question we're all asking ourselves.
Fuzz and Rockets.
It's better than the Animaniacs music.
It's not bad.
Who are these guys?
This is so GBA to me.
This is so GBA. This is no rules get fat to me. Uh-huh. Guess we're going here. Whoa. Reminded a little bit of the Scribblenauts art style. Wait a minute.
Same.
Wait a minute. It's a Yoshi Island. This is Yoshi's Island. You can throw eggs like you throw the guy. You got this weird momentum-based movement, just like Yoshi does. They were gonna make a Yoshi Island ripoff. Not a bad idea. I can't think of too many. Can't think of too many of those. What if Yoshi was a little freak instead? And he had another little freak who trailed behind him. Yeah, this plays just like Yoshi's Island. Holy shit. Can you grunt in the air? Oh? Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
He doesn't go though. Yeah, you got a butt stomp. Oh, what did they call it? Yeah,
Butt
they just
stomp.
call it a butt stomp. I think that's the established video game name for that. A butt stomp. In Japan, they call it a hip attack. Did you know that?
Oh, I did not.
So when Yoshi crushes things with his big fat ass, that's actually a hip attack. This seems okay. This actually seems alright to me. I could see the wisdom in making a game that's similar to Yoshi's Island, considering people like that game. Some people.
Some people.
So you got a built-in fan base right from the start. What are these? May I throw you? Well, I'm out of ideas.
Alright.
Damn. Fuzz and Rocket. Could have been something. Looks like it was going to be a something.
Something.
But it wasn't. It was a nothing. Gets Lotto Club. That's a very familiar sounding name.
Is this like...
Were they going to do the exact same thing on GBA that they were going to do on Game Boy Color? I think they were. Yep. It was Altron last time we saw him on Wednesday with another game that had this exact same title, I think. Not enough GBA games let you predict the lotto. Oh, you can be two people, you can be an old person. Many options. They're gay.
Yeah.
That's good. We need the lotto for gay people.
Gay people need to get scammed too.
Yeah. All right, here you go. Here's your gay lotto numbers for the week.
ABBDD33.
It really just dumps you into the lotto numbers in this. You can type Mo Ichido here. Give us another roll. You want some more numbers? You ready for the numbers? There's your numbers.
Okay, ABBBCD this time.
Enter these in your latest lotto, and give us a cut of the profits when you win.
Please do.
I had to block Forbes on a Blue Sky because they kept coming into my Discover feed, and the only Forbes article it would show me was, "Hey, this week's Powerball is getting really high. You should get a Powerball lottery ticket." Or Forbes. Just every time they'd show up, it would be about the newest Powerball jackpot. Very, very weird. Well, maybe they're trying to tell me something.
Forbes is like, if I recall, it's just like a shell of itself, and it's just like people writing. It's like BuzzFeed now.
It's a shit site now, but to only show me lotto based stories.
Don't you want to know about the lotto, Danny?
This guy might get different numbers. Like I said on Wednesday, this was its own niche on the Famicom in Japan, along with games that tested your latent psychic abilities and astrology software. Those all kind of died off after the Famicom, but Altron wanted to bring it back. Sad they didn't.
Sad.
GP1 Racing? Do you think this is a racing game?
Maybe. Maybe it's about GP1 peptides.
The rest of my algorithm does not talk about the lottery ever. I don't get the new algorithms.
Yeah, I removed the Discover feed from my...
I just shouldn't even look at it.
Yeah, I literally removed it in settings because I was like, I'm sick of this.
Oh my god, you guys, it's a racing game. A top-down racer, Amiga style.
I just think it is funny, though, like you said, that Forbes is like, "Hey, guys! Hey, rich people! Do you like the lottery?" It's like, yeah, rich people are always doing the lottery. Yeah. That's exactly what's happening, Forbes.
I could understand if it showed me random news articles, but every time it was just articles about the lottery.
Yeah, I look at Popular with Friends instead of Discover because I find less...
Have you tried the lottery? Instead of having friends, have you tried the lottery? Well, this one controls kind of nice.
Yeah.
Very fast and fluid. Only one other racer on screen, but still. Of all the racing games on GBA, this could have been another one. Anyone play Carnage Rally? That's a good one. Has really good cover art, too. I wonder if we get a cool winning screen if we finish this. Maybe there's going to be some babes on it. Some advanced babes.
Advanced babes.
Crack-tro music. Oh, the racing game and retro game challenge is really good. Rally King, I like that one.
That's good, yeah.
It's fun to drift in that. Whoa! Well, we don't get any babes, but our tires got set on fire.
Our tires are messed up.
Okay. Another racing game. Shame it didn't get released. It seems okay. GTA 3. GTA 3?
GTA 3.
As in Grand Theft Auto? Yeah, it turns out. They announced Grand Theft Auto 3 for GBA as part of Rockstar's attempt to bring a lot of its popular PS2 games to GBA. You may have remembered that they released a port of Smuggler's Run and a couple others I can't remember at this point. But GTA 3 was supposedly on the docket, ready to be ported over. Eventually they canceled this and started development on a unique GTA game for GBA that was just called GTA Advance.
Oh, yeah.
So we did get that. But at one point, the full-size GTA 3 was going to be on GBA, and they have the engine to prove it. Again, not much here, but for historical sake, I'm glad this is dumped and available so you can examine it, probe it for details. Maybe there's some hidden secrets in the ROM. Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe they use this engine to power the Great Urban Yeti, which is very similar.
I was going to say this reminds me of Urban Yeti.
I want to see some Urban Yeti prototypes. Like, what kind of shit was that at the beginning? How did that game, whatever that was, how did it turn into Urban Yeti? That's the big question. GTA, whatever.
Yeah.
The Haunted Mansion, you may remember, had a movie in the 2000s.
It did.
It came out on PS2, GameCube, I think. And of course, there was going to be a GBA tie-in game that they ultimately decided to shelve. But here we are looking at it.
Looking at it.
This is a classic of game.
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually seen this.
Me either. Maybe I should.
Happy Halloween, gamers.
Ooh. Okay, Grim Grinning Ghosts.
This just looks like a retail release GBA game.
Sure does.
There's nothing prototype about this. This one must have been ready to go. Oh. We're in virtual highlight.
I was going to say this is virtual highlight to me. Yeah, they did make a new Haunted Mansion movie a few years ago.
The plot revolves around Wendy's?
Probably.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if you told me this actually got released for GBA. Because, boy, they sure love making those. For example, Polar Express on GameCube. Of course that needs a GBA port.
Of course.
You gotta. This is shining the Holy Ark. It
Yes.
really is. I've been watching someone play through that. That game's kind of awesome.
So, is there a mansion?
No, it's just woods.
Okay, that's fair.
Let's get to the game. Find your friends. Okay. Whoa! What? It looks like this?
Why are you a sexy babe?
I was expecting a side-scroller, like, you know, Polar Express.
Found the mobile phone, explore.
But-
oh, those are the 3 hitchhiking ghosts.
Whoa! This is so high effort. I assume the console version looked a lot like this, just less crusty, but man. Is this a 3D platformer? You can double jump? A remarkable feat. No, double jump. Okay, yeah, you can. I did not expect this game to look like this. Or have this rich amount of detail in its environments. I really like unreleased GBA games, because this is when developers started to go apeshit, just trying to push the hardware as hard as they could. A charge boost for your cell phone!
For your device!
Ugh, that reminds me, I need to find my power bank that I bought a couple of years ago off Amazon because it got recalled.
Oh man.
I just bought the power bank because it had a cute little paw print on it, like a kitty paw print, and now it's like, oh, don't use that, it can explode and cause a fire.
I swear, all these power banks keep getting recalled. I'm like, but I don't have one.
I just want to have one in case the power goes out for 96 hours
Right?
again.
Yeah.
Instead, I got this freaking safety hazard somewhere. Maybe that's the true Haunted Mansion. It's locked. You may need a key for this hungry keyhole. Ugh.
Yeah, I was gonna say a bad word, zing. Bad wording.
Nah, I think that's phrased just right.
Okay, that's fair.
I didn't expect the Haunted Mansion to look and play like this, but damn, they put their whole asses into this. Again, wish this one had come out. Jeez. Hi, Puffy AmiYumi. Revenge of the Manga Maestro or something.
And the Manga Madman.
Yeah, there you go. Wow, great great JPEG compression.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
There was actually a Hi Puffy AmiYumi game for GBA that we did rank on Mascot Friday, and this was going to be a sequel, because I assume the first one was successful. These games were made by Altron, who had several unreleased games we've seen so far. They're a Japanese studio who has made some good games, so there was a chance of these being good. We're going into the manga.
Hell yeah.
We're doing a scanlation. No, put me in the anime. Put me in the manga.
Okay, get it?
I'll be Yumi.
In casual wear.
Now this is a GBA game. This is what I expect a GBA licensed tie-in to look like. Not your high-effort Haunted Mansions. It's a platformer. With a manga aesthetic. Knows the comic panels. This wasn't going to be the next Comic Zone or anything, but still, Seraphis Kane, thank you for the bits.
Well, thank you.
2000s, and you're doing a scanlation.
Everyone's got a cuss.
Yeah, we got to put in more swear words. When they say kuso, you make them say fuck. Because that's what the creator would have wanted.
They really wanted that. Man, I miss those Dragon Ball Z subs that were like, I'm so fucking pissed. Because that's totally something Goku would say.
I'm Goku and I'm pissed. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Come on. There we go.
There you go.
Traversal's kind of janky, but it's a little satisfying. I guess Puffy AmiYumi wasn't around long enough to really justify the release of a sequel. But it was here. They made it. Just didn't release it. Maybe we'll have to rank this one someday. We got to do a ranking of unreleased platformers. That seems unfair, actually. So we should do it.
We should.
Holy Bible? The Holy Bible?
I want the unholy Bible.
How many times did they put the damn Bible on a Game Boy?
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of it. Crave!
You said that like the old Raid commercials. Crave! Kaboom! Wow, we just start at the beginning, huh?
Can I select? Can I search? Can I choose where I go?
No, you have to read it from the beginning, cover to cover.
God, someone was kissing Joseph. Damn.
This is a big ROM file. This is a 32 megabyte GBA game, which is about as big as they get. That's a lot of words. Oh my God! Here's all the people who begat other people: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah.
Just so you know, Joseph died, as did all his brothers, and all that generation. I'm just saying, they're dead.
All right, let's go to Leviticus. Actually, let's skip Leviticus. Deuteronomy, Joshua, all the hits. Joshua,
Ruth.
Joseph, Ruth. I can talk. Joshua, Joseph, Ruth. Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs. Jeremiah. Who could forget Ezekiel?
Love Ezekiel.
Damn, they're all here. They got you. They got your Holy Bible here.
Oh, nice.
You know what I gotta look up. No, I mean just ass. Just plain old ass. Just ass.
Can you look up donkey for me?
Donkey?
Yeah.
Donkey.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they bowdlerized it. We're no longer talking about asses. We're talking about donkeys. That's a real shame.
That's a shame.
Maybe that's why they didn't release this. You could have bookmarks. I don't think there's even any mini games in this one, unlike the Wisdom Tree adaptations for Monochrome Game Boy. People shouting out their favorite Bible verses. Can you look up bears? You know what? I can look up bears. Let's see if we can get to the famous part about the she-bears.
Oh, it's a bunch of things bearing fruit.
Oh, man. There's one part where God got so mad at someone, they had him torn apart by she-bears.
She-bears,
Yeah, they
huh?
specifically... They specified she-bears. Girl power. Well, if you want to read the Bible, this is one of your many options.
This is a terrible way to read the Bible.
As an unreleased GBA game.
I mean...
Kaisertal. Fight the Necronis War? Sure.
Okay.
God forbid she-bears do anything. Seriously. Yeah. They called a guy bald, a bunch of kids, and they were torn apart by she-bears. That's right.
See, I mostly know the New Testament, which doesn't have that happening in it.
Don't know what this one is. This seems to be a shmup. Whoa. Full motion video.
I just want you to know, chat, I've been made fun of for being bald before in public. It was by a shitty old man who had his hair, and I was wearing a mask, and they were like, the reason maybe you wouldn't have lost your hair if you weren't wearing that mask.
What?
And that's how you lost it. You were breathing too hard under it. And I was like, thanks,
Yeah, okay.
Grandpa. This is like fucking 4 years ago.
This music kicks ass.
But other than that, no, I don't care about other than that one guy who just wanted an excuse to yell at somebody.
He got torn apart by she bears.
He got torn apart, absolutely torn apart by she bears.
This has the Raiden toothpaste laser. Who did this? They knew what they were doing. I'm sorry that happened to you.
No, it's happened to me twice. One time I was at a bus stop and the bus was coming, so I had my mask on because I'm lazy. And a guy in a fucking lifted pickup truck came by and was like, "What are you afraid of? The fresh air?" And then just drove off.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man. I've gotten more shit for wearing a mask than for being gay. Like, for real. It's so funny, man.
That sounds right.
It's just like, come on, man. You had a mask, you got yelled at because you had a mask on after your shift in the hospital, man. I feel you.
I've never heard of this game before in my life, but this looks like a really good shoot 'em up. It's got the sounds, got some funky music.
It's from Formula, Dutch dev, whose devs later on made Gorilla. Oh.
Gorilla?
Yeah.
A famous game based on gorillas?
Gorilla, like the fighter, not like the cool
okay.
creature.
All right, I see. It's got a level skip built in. We're called Snake for some reason. Show me level 3. I'm telling you, this soundtrack. I hope the soundtrack got a release in some form.
Smebble, I have seen Eddington. I really enjoyed that movie. I've seen a lot of movies this year. It's crazy. You know, you can just go see movies.
Yeah, you can.
Like, you don't even have to go to the theater. You can watch them at home, too.
Yeah.
On your TV.
Nobody can stop you.
No, you can put them on. You can watch them on your TV. Or on your tablet. That's another way. And on computer while you're doing work. Oh, and you died.
Game over. Well, if you want me to take interest in your game, just have a drum and bass soundtrack and I'm sold instantly.
Your friend just moved to Dallas from New Jersey. My advice, in Dallas, get a cowboy hat. They love cowboy hats in Dallas.
Kaisertal. You know what? I will fight the Necronis War.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Up next is something really special. Kodai Yaoguai Jihong La Dui. Doi?
Is this from China?
Alex, do you know what this is? This is an unreleased bootleg game.
No way. Oh,
it's
my
true.
God.
Bootleg developers, they do make prototypes of their games before they ship them out. I know it's strange to believe considering their quality, but some of them didn't make it, and this one is one of them. Here we have the famous Pikachu fighting other Pokemon characters.
Hey, I got something to say.
What?
Danny, these aren't Pokemon.
What?
These are Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Oh my god. What a fuck up. For them, not for me.
Yeah, you're fine.
Anyway, Pikachu walks to the right. He fries anything in his path. I've played a lot of bootlegs exactly like this, often with the same characters, so I don't know what makes this one so special that it had to be unreleased. But it just goes to show that even bootleg game developers, they can have projects that don't quite come together or get a cartridge release.
That's...
Wow, I got juggled like hell.
You got totally juggled.
Damn, sorry, Pikachu. I should probably move on. Mandrake the Magician.
Like...
Have you heard of this man?
Yeah, what?
Who's Mandrake the Magician?
He's from like the 40s and 30s, right, Chet?
Well,
Chet, this guy's old, right?
Well, Microids wanted to bring this to GBA.
Yeah, Mandrake the Magician is like a classic comic.
Maybe they wanted to bring him back for a new generation, like the Phantom or the Shadow.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. European, ooh la la.
It's exotique. Oh my god, it's in
French.
Is this French?
No, this is
Italian. Wow.
We chose English too.
Well, you got to work on the Italian text first. All the other stuff is an afterthought. This style of game is also what I would have expected for Haunted Mansion, if it hadn't been so high effort. We've seen a few of these games on GBA that have the isometric presentation with pre-rendered graphics.
Italian dev, French publisher. Interesting.
Whoa. A multinational cooperative effort. Featuring this guy, who I've never heard of in my life.
Yeah, the Defenders of the Earth are the King Feature Syndicate Avengers, basically. It's like him and I think the Phantom.
Oh!
Oh, you're invisible now.
You can be invisible. Invisible Man. You have various different powers you can use. I just like being invisible. Oh, this takes me back. Just seeing this game reminds me of so many other GBA games. The freaking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 game was in this perspective. That game blew people's minds back then. It was like, holy shit, the skater is made of polygons. And this device is in my pocket. What the hell? Well, for all you Mandrake the Magician fans, do you exist? This game's here for you. Didn't get a retail release, though. I don't know, wait long enough and anything, I'll get a reboot. We're due for another Shadow and Phantom comeback, I think.
Honestly, yeah.
Maybe Mandrake will be among them.
When are they going to bring back Popeye?
Yeah, seriously. Okay, before we get to our next game, let's have some context here.
Okay.
With our 3D demo, made by one Manfred Trends, who made a game that we featured on Wednesday. This guy is the creator of Turrican, a star programmer who made some really outstanding stuff. He made that game with the FMV-looking background on Game Boy Color, the one that looked like Iridium.
Okay.
Intense music. Yeah, Manfred Trends. Give me this goofy-looking car. Look at this!
This looks amazing.
This is GBA! My eyes see a smooth, buttery 60 frames per second. I don't know, maybe it's missing a few frames, but it's over 30 at the very least.
Is this unsalted or salted? Salted.
Oh, shit!
Absolutely salted.
Did you see that explosion? Wait a minute.
Good.
That's so detailed. You fucking die. Do not fall off this place. Oh no! Oh no! Ah!
Damn.
It looks better than the F-Zero games did, yeah.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
And it seems like it wanted to have free roaming environments too, because you can go all around. It's not just a straightforward racetrack. I really like that explosion. That's so good.
Yeah, the explosion is like when Master Shake throws something, absolutely.
Well, Manfred, good old Manfred, had really big plans for this 3D engine he made. How big? Well, he reformulated this game and shopped it around to Nintendo as Mario Kart XXL. That's right, Mario Kart XXL was a Manfred Trends joint. I want to say this was after the Mario Kart game they released for GBA, but before Mario Kart DS. I wonder if they have the explosion in this one. I wonder if Mario's gonna fucking die.
I hope Mario dies.
Hey, look at this.
Holy shit, this looks good.
The camera pans around really slow, but still. Good frame rate, nice amount of detail. This could have been an interesting new direction to take Mario Kart.
I like the music.
All right, Mario, you're gonna die. Oh, okay.
Aww.
That's less violent. That's Mario playing the guitar right there.
Mm-hmm.
Real talented guy. You never get to hear him play. He's always like, "You want to hear me shred?" And the kids are like, "No, just say the line." And he's like, "Wahoo."
I feel for Mario, because you'd think more people would be interested in his music, but no.
Yeah, no one wants to hear his music.
Do you think he'd be a SoundCloud rapper? They don't make those anymore, do they? Now it's a TikTok. And
yeah, they don't
Instagram
make
Reels
SoundCloud
rapper.
rappers anymore.
Yeah, music isn't made anymore. They stopped making music a while back. It's crazy.
That's for the best. Someone needs to make a version of this with the explosion gif from the previous tech demo. And Mario screaming in pain.
Ah! That's how he screams.
Yeah.
Ah!
Mario Kart XXL. This only got dumped and released recently. This may have been from Manfred himself, I forget. But it's out here. You can have a look at it. Imagine the direction Mario Kart would have taken if Nintendo had picked it up.
If only.
If only.
Goodbye, Mario.
Metal Slug. I like that there's a directory called Bad in this archive, in case you want a bad ROM. There was a Metal Slug Advance released for GBA. That was its own unique game that kind of had elements from earlier Metal Slugs. But after that sold a shit ton, apparently. They wanted to port Metal Slug 1, 2, 3, and X to GBA separately.
Metal Slug.
And this is the only remaining evidence of those plans. It's kind of a port of Metal Slug 1. Kind of.
Let's go. Mission 1. Start.
Yeah, poor SNK.
Yeah.
Whoa, that dude just slid across the ground on his face.
Jesus.
This is a really funny game to play if you're familiar with how Metal Slug 1 plays, because it is jank. It is very floaty. Nothing really works like you think it should. Like, it looks the part, but if you try to play it, it just plays very strangely. Like, the machine gun doesn't properly angle upwards. It's just odd. Look at the way the dudes throw their grenades.
That's so good.
They just go. They don't arc. They just go.
Yeah, definite Flash game vibes for sure.
They ripped the graphics, but haven't yet figured out how to fully port over the gameplay. Still, not much work after this point to actually get a fully functioning game. Whoa, crunchy. Big crunchy sounds. Love to crunch. Little work. They could have made this happen. I guess SNK didn't figure it was worth it to continue developing this, though.
Okay.
Oh, character switch.
Oh, okay.
Be Marco or Tarma. In real time. Tell you what, I want to play more of Metal Slug 3D on PS2.
Oh, that was sick.
That game actually seems kind of sick. I just want to actually devote some time to it. Only released in Japan and yet all in English for some reason.
You got stabbed.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Let me shoot my big explosive barrel in peace. Okay, it's Metal Slug, but janky. Close to what could have been released, but not quite there. Check it out if you want. Mythry. Mythry?
Mythry.
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 Hi, I'm Abel.
See that picture of me? That's called a size 3 manga. It's designed to show you how I'm feeling. As you can see, I'm very happy to be talking to you. Have a nice day.
Oh, what a cool guy. I'm glad we're friends with him. He's always there for a pick-me-up. This is my manga phase 3.
Do you like it?
It tells me. Do you like it?
This?
So I guess this is some kind of early RPG engine. I do appreciate the fourth wall breaking text there.
Can't go that way.
I was hoping we could escape the map. We're going to see a couple of games that are clearly inspired by JRPGs, this being one of them. Looks good. I gotta say, in many of these games, the graphics are often really well done. It's just the gameplay that needs a lot of work. We gotta find the people who made 2D sprite work in the GBA era and bring them into the modern era. Tell them to make more games. Like, not every game needs to be 3D. Imagine what Mega Man, for instance, would look like with really, really nice 2D sprite work instead of looking exactly the same as the last game from 8 years ago. Not referring to recent events. I'm happy for you Mega Man fans, but imagine if it was sprites. Does everything have to be 3D? Really?
Sorry, honey.
Come on. Let's go back to nature. Like Harvest Moon back to nature. Let's move on to our next game. Perplexus Diodomin.
That's a muscle that I pull.
Perplexus Diodomin. Or Diodomine.
I like this. I like this so much.
That's a lot of levels. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Folks, we have a puzzle game. Well, I'm perplexed.
Do you need to put down one of the the squares? See how it says stuff you can put down?
Do I put them down?
Yeah, you have some on the...
It's just counting the
Yeah, the
number
ones
of
there, never
things.
mind.
Alright, it makes a squeak when you push the A button over a thing. Ah! Aha! Aha! Oh, alright. Okay.
Why is it called Perplexus Diodomin?
Because I'm feeling Perplexus Diodomin playing it. It looks like your range of movement is limited to the free space within this little thing. You can't move these to the outside areas. So say do this. And in fact, I know exactly what this is. This is Puzznick. They ripped off Puzznick.
Oh, it is Puzznick.
Taito's Puzznick. They freaking ripped it off. Hell, why not? Taito's not doing anything with it.
Gotta rip it off.
Someone's got to rip off Puzznick. It's either these guys or the people who make porno arcade games. Yeah, this is okay.
Okay.
But also, it's just Puzznick. Would there have been room in a crowded marketplace for a Puzznick clone? I say... probably, yeah. Actually, yeah, probably. I think I fucked this up. Cannot complete.
I see what you need to do.
What do I need to do?
You need to move that there.
This?
Uh-huh.
Here? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Alex is the brains of the operation.
I just play a lot of puzzle games.
You should play Puzznick.
I should, actually.
It's good.
I should play this.
Or you should play Perplexus Diodomine.
Chat, would you play Perplexus Diodomin?
Would you play the Phantom Ghost Who Walks?
Yes, I would.
Speaking of this guy, who was the other man? Marcus?
Mandrake.
Mandrake, yeah.
Marcus.
Oh, Microids was on this too. Okay, they were really going after the 40s market. Wouldn't be surprised if they had this Shadow game in development. You'd play
That crotch shot for a second.
Yeah, that was a nice little tease there.
Hey, welcome, No Texture. It's the Phantom.
Hey, welcome.
It's an Italian Phantom.
It's Italian. Oh, it is Italian. You're right.
Tamburi de Bandar. Sorry, I don't speak Italian. It's really bad.
Same dudes as Mandrake, one can assume. And it looks like a similar, if not the exact same engine as well. I can see their vision here. Cheaply licensed these old serial heroes from America. Release them for cheap across the pond. What could go wrong? It's free money. Phantom out here just getting bitten by snakes. Hey, a snake bit me. What are you gonna do about that? Who can I sue?
I got bit by a snake.
I was bit. Help.
Help me.
Help. You in there in the hut. Snake bit. By snake.
I got plan. I'm fine now. We got a phantom window decal from the movie theater when the movie came out. My dad sold the car after it wrecked and saw it driving around in 2006 with the decal still in the window. Thank you for the bits, room
Nice.
temperature.
The Phantom lives.
That's so fun. I
That's
would
a good
keep it.
story. Thank you for the bits.
Hey, welcome. Phantom.
Welcome, Phantom.
Yeah.
Nice suit. Very purple. I'm gonna punch your hut to death.
Yeah, the Phantom's whole deal is that he has a magic ring, and he protects this village from poachers and people who want to, like, strip mine and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
No, it's actually kind of... The Phantom's kind of cool.
Well, this fits in right alongside their plans for Mandrake. All right, you can start to see their business plan come together just by viewing these prototypes. Kind of neat to trace their origin story backwards like this. Well, now we know. The Phantom. Ghost Who Walks. He walks, but he can't release.
No.
Never gonna hit that retail market. Alex, this next one blows my mind.
Prehistoric cart?
Now, by the presence of the Titus Fox and the fact that the title is spelled with a K, you may think, Prehistoric Man? And yeah, this was going to be a mini-game included in the GBA version of Prehistoric Man. Boys.
Boys? Sam.
Sam is the Prehistoric Man.
Oh.
All right, let's go. Sure enough.
They made it. Oh my god.
It's a Prehistoric Man kart racer. The one thing we all needed. Oh, no one else is racing, just me.
They're just like, we're just going to watch you, Prehistoric Man.
Da 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 da. Do 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 do.
I'm a caveman guy. I am flying high. I'm say goodbye, cave guy. I don't know what I was on there. Sorry.
Nice. Way to go, Brental Floss.
Oh, come on.
So this is only sort of working. The other competitors don't actually compete. It doesn't keep track of your laps. There's no items. But still, the fact that there was going to be a Prehistoric Man kart racing game is kind of mind-blowing in its own way. If only it made it into the final release.
If only.
I bet in this game he would have had the Tom from Tom and Jerry scream, just like in the real Prehistoric Man. That's the one thing I remember about that game. The fact that he screams.
Like a man.
Like a man.
Like a man.
Next game. Quake? Quake.
Quake, please.
Surely not FPS id Software Quake, right? It's its own... This is its own... No? No, this is Quake. This is Quake on GBA. I'm dead. This is Kaizo Quake. Johnny Ridden, thank you for the
100
bits.
bits. The other day, you were watching an archive of our stream in which you play a bunch of Bible games on CDI, and I mentioned the Poop Cruise, and yeah, I watched the documentary about the Poop Cruise. The Netflix doc about the Poop Cruise is actually really good. I really enjoyed it. It's real fun. They interview, my favorite is that they interview like staff that was working there too, and it's good. I like it.
Dude, you can jump in this? This has verticality and everything? I'm really glad that Netflix made a Poop Cruise doc.
They made a bunch of little mini docs about random stuff, including a mini doc about Balloon Boy that I've been meaning to see.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
From what I read about this game, this seems to have just been made as, you may forgive me for repeating myself for the 100th time over the last couple of streams, a proof of concept.
So I was watching a vlog of people who went on the boat, which the Poop Cruise boat, like earlier this year. They renamed it the Carnival Sunrise.
Oh, good. I'm glad they don't call it the Poop Cruise boat.
Yeah,
anymore.
and apparently they were like, okay, this was the Poop Cruise boat. First off, it doesn't still smell like poop. Some people say it does. It does not. But problem number 2 are we had toilet issues during the cruise. So apparently it doesn't smell like poop. But toilets still kind of back up.
There you go, folks. If you're thinking of booking a trip on the Poop Cruise, maybe reconsider.
Also, apparently the crew on the Carnival Sunrise is way more like laid back and way less like reverent to you. So they're not like, oh, hello, good to see you. They're like, hey, what's up? And you know what? If I went through the Poop Cruise, I would be the same way. You couldn't hear me saying sir or madam. I would be like, yo, what do you want?
Hey, what's up? You're on the Poop Cruise.
Basically.
We're basically equals here.
Uh-huh.
All men are equal aboard the Poop Cruise. Anyway, in non-Poop Cruise news,
I mean, that's a lot of poop.
Quake runs pretty good on GBA. Is the number next to the armor the FPS? Yeah, maybe. It keeps fluctuating, huh? I've noticed in this game you die really quickly. Do you only spawn with 10 health? I think that may be the case. It's got strafing. It's got verticality. You can jump and everything. Really impressive stuff.
This is pretty sick.
Also want to say that the developer of this made their own unique FPS afterwards, using this as a base, but none of the copyrighted material from id Software. Is this a Randy Linden joint, come to think of it? I remember seeing his name around this. I may be conflating different games, though. Randy Linden was the guy who put Doom on Super Nintendo, as well as made Bleem and other things.
Oh, yeah.
May want to fact check that, though. I read a lot about prototypes over the last week, and it's all getting jumbled in my head at this point.
You have too much prototype news in your brain.
Yeah. Those raptors?
Little freaks. Okay, this is a Randy Linden joint. Okay.
Okay, good. I'm glad I was accurate. They did port Doom 1 and 2 to GBA, so this isn't too far off from something that may have been at retail. It could have happened. EM2-ish. I like that was put in there. Yeah, it's Mission 2, sort of. Damn. Seen our 3D demo. What about Resident Evil 2?
Evil 2?
Last time around, we saw 2 different efforts to port the original Resident Evil to Game Boy Color, which was a hell of a thing. One of which was just a slideshow showing off Climax Studios' work, whereas the other one was like almost fully playable. This one may surprise you.
Okay.
I was fully expecting this one to be a proof of concept or a slideshow.
In the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise
Freaking
Umbrella
T-virus.
Incorporated.
Oh, man.
For you, the Raccoon City Police Department.
They keep interrupting this
Special
guy.
Stars Unit.
Let's play the game. Look at this!
Holy shit, this is Resident Evil
Look at
2.
this! They put the full-ass Resident Evil 2 on this thing. This looks good. Like, so much impressive stuff was actually released for DS. Those 3D platformers, the Asterix and Obelix game, and so on. But the stuff that wasn't released is almost just as impressive. Look at this. Can you... Yeah, look at this. You hold the R button, you push the A button to shoot. There's zombies. That's a Resident Evil. Ooh.
Excuse me.
Yeah, take that. Go through that building. Oh, is the Canadian owner of this gun shop still Canadian? Let's find out. Who are you? What are you doing?
Same devs who made the Smashing Drive port for GBA.
Oh, I love those guys. I'm really glad Smashing Drive did get released, if any of these games did. It totally skipped over the gun shop owner, which is a shame. He's like my favorite part of this game.
This is Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 for GBA. Doesn't look like you can go past that one gate there, so maybe they stop your progress at this point. But such detail. So many colors on the screen at once, to say nothing of the polygonal graphics. God damn. Truly, these guys were meant to port Smashing Drive to GBA. That's like that's a business decision I would make. No, cancel Resident Evil 2, but definitely put more work into that Smashing Drive game you're making. We gotta have Smashing Drive on GBA. RE2, whatever, that's not going anywhere. Nobody's gonna remember the name of Leon S. Kennedy. Come on. RoboCop. RoboCop has had an embattled history with video games, that being they're all terrible. Does this one follow suit? Well, it's by Titus, so... I'm really happy for y'all RoboCop fans. Y'all finally got a good game over the last couple of years. Rogue City, I hear, is really good.
Oh, yeah.
I keep wanting to play that. I've heard that it does RoboCop justice, which it's about time. There's always more RoboCop. Yeah, I gotta play that shit.
I want to try that too. The Titus Fox did get his own mascot game, correct? I remember that.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
For Game Boy Color. We've hired a 3D render to be our newscaster to save money.
She looks like she's from Poser.
Oh yeah, it's this one! We played this for our RoboCop showcase.
Oh yeah!
And the conclusion I came away from this was, this game's amazing actually. It's one of the better RoboCop games. It's more in the vein of arcade RoboCop, which was already one of the better ones. And it plays pretty decently. Really fleshed out, may in fact even be a full game. I don't know for sure, but if you're looking for RoboCop, here he is. He's shooting dudes. Alex, what do you think?
I think this is sick. I'm glad you didn't kill that little girl.
How many of the RoboCops have you seen, the movies?
The first one.
It's good.
And that's it.
No, you should see RoboCop 2. It's stupid.
I should see it.
I still have yet to see RoboCop 3. I hear it's stupid in a bad way. Look at that dude.
He's like, ah!
Thank you, RoboCop!
Please don't shoot me! I'm a regular guy! I have not watched the TV series. I'm curious about it.
You gotta watch the TV series, you gotta watch the cartoon, you gotta watch the visual novel.
Man, I wish.
Oh shit, school bus!
Watch out.
Ow! Hey! You cut that out. Is this working? Can RoboCop shoot the school bus to death? Oh? I think I scared him off.
Yeah, try getting on the magic school bus now.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
It was full of dudes! Ambush! That was a really cool little combat encounter there, actually. This game punches above its weight. You would not expect a RoboCop game, especially an unreleased game for GBA, to be any good, but I'd say this one is.
Seems good.
Give it a look.
Give it a look. It's RoboCop.
All right, folks. It's time for my pick of the one game we're going to play this stream that should have definitely been released. This game is amazing. I really like this. It's time to play Seaboy.
Seaboy?
I saw this on the Swell Time G-Pool stream a few days ago, and they were quite entertained by this. By Rival Dreams, who we saw previously. And man, this game has such a cool concept.
Okay. Goodbye, Seaboy.
I'm on a Seaboy diet. I can't do that.
No, you can't.
I can't steal that joke from Taizo. It's too good. It's not based on a license, not from an especially well-known developer. In fact, I'd never even heard of this before I'd played this prototype ROM.
Wake up, Seaboy.
Yeah, your name is Seaboy. What am I being banned for?
The fish are not safe.
I'm just spreading the word of Seaboy. This is a game about moving fish with your hands. Basically, a single-screen puzzle game. It starts off pretty simply. You just grab the fish with your damn hands and throw them in the other pool. Whoops. These fish do have life bars, and they can die if they stay out of water for long enough. And the objective is to move them across as fast as possible so that doesn't happen.
Perfect.
We did it! Yeah, you're basically Celis from Final Fantasy VI. Only pick up the fish that are moving fast. That's the rules.
Okay.
I want to spend a little time with this one, actually.
Okay.
Just because I think it's really neat. It sort of has the vibes of something like Go Go Beckham, you know?
No, I see the Go-Go Beckham in this.
Now this one, you notice the pool you need to get the fish into doesn't have any water in it. However, this game has a physics system that makes the water rise and fill up other parts of the level as you put more stuff into it. So now we have enough water in there to put the fish into. It's sort of like Go Go Beckham mixed with Pugsy.
Yeah!
Yeah, water displacement theory! This dude got water displacement theory! Really creative, really well suited to the platform, I think. And there's some fun stuff in here later on that I want to see, too. Let's turn on the water. Notice the water drains out there, but we can fix that. You just gotta plug the hole.
Oh.
Fill it up again. Now we gotta get this. It's a map piece.
Got a map piece. For a 2-week.
So few of the games we played tonight are original products, original IP, not just based on licensed stuff. I guess that's typical for the GBA itself. Still, this goes to show that there was plenty of room for creativity.
The fish just did it himself.
Yeah. Thank you for saving me a step, Mr. Fish. These devs only ever worked on 3 things, and they were all canceled GBA games.
That's so sad.
That's so sad. Like the other stuff, Demon's Crest looked okay, at least in premise, but this showed that they could make a fun original project on their own. Hello, sea boy.
You don't have enough. You need one more pearl.
I didn't find the pearls. Just place them in the goal. Oh, I didn't do that. Okay, let's go do that. I forgot about the pearls.
Sorry. Spilling fun.
Yeah, once this fills up to a certain extent, you can pluck the pearl out. And you gotta put this in the goal.
Oh.
Like, it's a physics puzzler, but it doesn't feel like a brain buster, you know?
No, it seems doable.
All the puzzles seem very intuitive, at least at first. Yeah, look at this. Go on, fish. Get in there. Thank you.
Nice. British devs working in Austin?
Wait, no shit, really?
Okay, these devs were a spin-off of Iguana.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Iguana was based here in Austin.
And after this failed, they just went back to working for Iguana.
Oh,
Man, that's sad. They were doing so good.
I wanted to see Sea Boy.
My favorite Austinites.
Ride the whale, Sea Boy. Now, this game does look pretty complete, but it's not fully feature complete. And there is some stuff in here they probably would have changed before release. Let's see if we can see some of that. One thing I've noticed about this game is every time you start a level, there's a chance for random rare fish to show up in the pool that you can rescue and add to your Fishopedia.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, like that one. Oh, this one's not special. We want to see a special one so we can get the Fishopedia entry. You gotta catch them all. Oh, come on. Well, I'm glad there's an article about this. I'd never heard of this developer ever. I assumed that they found more work after these failed, but I guess not.
Oh, yeah, Retro Studios is in Austin. I know they're in Austin because they're on a bus line.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh.
Bet those guys were happy to finally ship Metroid Prime 4. Damn it, come on. I have a save state saved, so we will see this, but I wanted to see it somewhat organically. Alright, fine. Be that way. There we go. This is the special rare fish that shows up sometime. Credit to Swell Time G Pool for discovering this.
Hell yeah.
I was very pleased when I saw
The
this.
Fictionary.
And look who it is.
Are you...
That's Topober.
Topober.
That's Topober, the fish. The famous fish from Sea Boy.
Mm.
You know? He's happy. He weighs 2.5 pounds. And he's original to this game.
He is.
I also noticed something else that G-Pool didn't notice during their playthrough. Oh, I give up. It's in this other level here. Check this out. This one really tickled me. It's time for dinner. This level introduces fiendish fish who will sometimes eat your friendly fish. So if we pick him up and add him to our Fictionary, you can see... you can see that... really, really good placeholder art, guys.
Oh, man.
So in conclusion, Sea Boy definitely should have been retail release on GBA. But as it is, I'm happy to see it in prototype form, because otherwise we wouldn't have seen this little fella here. A Chompty. That's Chompty.
That's Chompty.
No, that's just Chompty. I don't know who this Nemo you're talking about is. Fucking awesome. Alex, I love prototypes.
This rocks. I'm just. I want to chomp. I like thinking it gave him devil horns too.
Yeah, he has blood coming out of his mouth. Video games. 3 tribes. They found Nemo, and now they wish they hadn't. Oh, the clean demo.
Oh, clean demo.
You can sell this one at Walmart. Well, I'm a guy. There's some sheeps. I think this game is made by 2 tribes, ironically, who called this game 3 tribes for some reason.
Okay.
They released a few games, including Toki Tori for Game Boy Color and later WiiWare. They also did some other stuff that's not really coming to mind. But they had this thing planned.
Ape Man.
Maybe some sort of life sim on an island. These are some very Blomby sprites. Not quite as Blomby as the Commandos 2 guy, but pretty darn Blomby. If this is the clean demo, what's in the dirty demo?
Boobs.
Obstacle course. Featuring boobs?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'm sorry. I'll wait. It's a really harsh noise. Here we go. I can only assume this is an island life sim with various minigames thrown in. What do I do? What do I do? Help! Oh, I'm sorry! Don't give me the buzzer. It's scary.
Yeah, extremely loud, incorrect buzzer.
I can't bounce off this. What are you telling me? I don't know what to do. I'm scared. If I go off path, it's gonna... This game's too scary. I'm gonna move on. This looks promising, though. Looks like it would have been a good fit for GBA. Tin Toy.
Tin Toy?
Chitoki on my Tori to like... Yeah. Clearwater Interactive. Whoa. Those were some logos.
Oh, that's awful.
Whoa.
Danny.
Alex.
Chat.
Alex, I'm scared. If this game makes the loud incorrect buzzer, I may just shit my pants. This is all there is at this point. You control this happy-looking translucent fellow. There's some sort of level layouts. Perhaps for a platformer person to be in. Perhaps. There is another demo of this. Let's see if this is any more fleshed out. Let's get some of that clown flesh.
Ew. Oh, there he is.
Hi. I'm Tin Toy.
It's looking better.
Engine demo, you say? Oh, okay. Well, you sure made an Amiga game.
Oh my god, it is.
This is the most Amiga-looking thing I've ever seen. It's the kind of game that will make Oscar go, damn, be less Amiga.
This is a SpongeBob Super Sponge music, yes.
That's cool. It's so Amiga. So very Amiga. Well, they got the
This
levels
game was
here.
actually on Amiga. Okay.
Oh, all right. I could sense it. Was it complete on Amiga? I bet you it was. Or a bunch of Amiga games ported to GBA. The aforementioned Prehistoric Man.
Okay, it was complete. It was released complete on Amiga. Okay.
Okay. Clockwork Night at Home? Yeah, a little bit.
Yes, it does remind me of Clockwork Knight.
Doop, 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 doop. I'm the Tin Man in my game. I missed the clown head. Actually, I don't. It's better like this. Heinz tomato ketchup.
Oh, delicious.
57 delicious flavors. Do you think that's true?
It used to be.
What's it now?
It's like only a few. 57, my ass. They still make a 57 sauce in other countries, I think.
Can't even have 57 sauces.
No.
Not in this economy. Damn, they put a lot of work into this. There's a basic engine, a lot of backgrounds. Just a little bit more. It could have been a real game. Maybe it's more complete on Amiga. Gotta check that out at some point.
Okay, so there never were 57 varieties. That was just a lie they told for funsies.
Fuck! My whole life has been a lie. What can I even believe?
I'm with you. The Taco Bell creamy chipotle sauce is very nice.
It is. Alright, well, I guess that's enough time with Tin Toy Advance. You could have been something. You could have been the competitor of Clockwork Knight that we needed 7 or 8 years after the fact. But instead, you're nothing.
Yeah, we mentioned it, but yeah, this is the same music from the SpongeBob prototype. With,
It really
Hello,
is.
SpongeBob.
I love that.
Thank you for the bits.
Thank you for the bits. Let us play some Travis Pastrana.
So they actually had more than 57 varieties? Okay, so I guess that's
Pro Moto X with Travis Pastrana.
Pastrana sounds delicious.
Inventor of pasta. Let's do trickin'.
Okay.
Now, I trust this guy with pasta, but with racing? I don't know about that. Oh, this doesn't control well at all. Whoa! Jesus! Okay, I'm not controlling it at all. He's just kind of going... He's just kind of doing his own thing.
Okay.
All I'm doing is holding the A button, and he's doing all this on his own. Wow, an extreme sports game that plays itself. I do like the zoom-ins. And we mentioned Tony Hawk was pretty popular on GBA. So it stands to reason that there could be some competition in that space. Especially from someone as well known as Carlos Pastrana. Travis Pastrana. Anyone know who this guy is?
The co-founder of Nitro Circus.
Oh. Well, good for him.
I do not know what Nitro Circus is.
I don't know that either.
I've never heard of him before. Oh, there he goes.
Goodbye, Travis. No, he's back up. He's fine, folks. He's getting up. He's waving. He definitely didn't break anything. You got any more tricks for us, Travis? Travis? Gonna give me a Superman? Gonna give me a can-can? Bunny hop? Flip-flop? There's the Superman. Oh, man. Didn't nail the landing. And then the demo just loops. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Travis. I don't think you have what it takes for GBA.
Yeah.
You're no C-boy. You're no C-boy.
If only with C-boy.
Turok Advance? Dinosaur Hunter Turok?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. They were going to port the FPS Turok to GBA.
It even has the fog.
Yeah. The fog everyone knows and loves, and the incredibly... Yeah?
That's a good little dance there, dude. Why'd you have to shoot him? He was just dancing, Danny. The cops are gonna kill us. You did that.
Shit,
no
we're on
reason
the
to
run.
kill him.
We're on the run now. We got to return to the dinosaur world where we can't be prosecuted.
Yeah, where are the dinosaurs?
I love the way he shimmies up to you. And it stops you in place for him to do that, too. Now, there were 2D Turok games on Game Boy Color, maybe even GBA, but I don't think they ever adapted any of the first-person shooters to portables. I've seen worse. This could have worked.
Too.
Especially with the dancing guy. That's a very good addition to the Turok formula, I think. Just have this pre-rendered dude slowly shimmy up to you. Give you a sexy dance. Unfortunately, the world wasn't ready for sexy Turok. I'm just gonna go through here. Oh, the game doesn't like this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I went out of bounds and it hates this. It's trying to render 1,000,000 polygons at once. We better just stay in bounds.
Yeah.
Where it's safe. Can I see any more dancing men?
Yeah, I want to see the dancing men.
Turok, Dancing Manhunter.
I wish the dinosaurs were dancing.
Maybe they are.
I wish I could see the dinosaurs.
Can I go to another level? I think this is the only part of this demo. Dancing man.
Dancing man, we promise we won't shoot you this time.
It sure would be a shame if a dancing man came out and surprised and delighted me with his dancing. I sure am scared. It's lonely out here. Sure could use a nice dance to cheer me up.
Come on. Show us your shimmy.
I'm gonna reset. I want to see the dancing man again. We've only got a few games left, but I really want to see.
Okay.
I really want to see this guy again. Where'd he go? Did I extinctify them?
That was the last of the dancing
I hunted
men.
them to extinction. No.
The last of the dancing men have been killed.
Aw,
The
man.
universe is not at peace.
Come on. Wow, this game has permadeath for the dancing men. That's so sad.
Rip dancing men.
Oh, the dancing men are just gonna have to exist in my memory now. Well, hell. Sorry, everyone. There's no more dancing men in the world because Turok killed them all. I'm banning myself too. No one is more disappointed than me. And for our final demo on the Mister, anyway, before we move on to other more problematic games that require specialized emulators, let's try Yoshi Sample. Alex, I think you're gonna like this one.
Is it just a sample of Yoshi or... Oh!
There he is.
That's him.
That's Yoshi.
That is Yoshi.
It's Yoshi.
It's Yoshi's
Story.
story.
I think. The N64 one.
Yeah.
Someone wanted to bring this over to GBA. Perhaps in enhanced form? Oh, it's got the big Shy Guys. The L button does that. If you hold it, he does this.
That's cute.
I hope we find the dancing man in this.
I think the dancing man is no more.
Maybe he moved to a different game. We gotta search for him.
Okay, that's fair.
Yoshi and the Hunt for the Dancing Man. Alex, are you looking forward to Yoshi and the Mysterious Book?
Yoshi and the Mysterious Book.
Yoshi and the Mysterious Book.
What was that one Yoshi game from Britain where it's like Yoshi Circulation or whatever?
Yoshi's Universal Gravitation.
Yeah, it seems like that's the book he's reading.
They've really downgraded in terms of the reading level they think their players are. Nintendo has. Universal Gravitation? That's way too wordy. Let's give you words you know, like Mysterious Book. You're like a first grader, right?
Yeah.
Yoshi can't read anyway. All books
Yoshi's
are
an
mysterious.
idiot. No, Yoshi's probably not an idiot. I shouldn't say that.
He's street smart. I don't know. Put Yoshi's Story on Game Boy Advance. Fuck it. What are we doing with our lives? What's Yoshi doing with his life?
What is Yoshi doing with his life?
He's doing this. I don't know if I like that.
I like it.
Alex is shaking his head in
No, I
disapproval.
hate it. He commits tax fraud because he is illiterate. You don't gotta know how to read to commit tax fraud. Everyone's talking about his poor tax fraud.
That's just an excuse. They're gonna prove somehow that he knows how tax law works and can do math.
Service King, thank you for the 25 bits. Yoshi once tried to sell me drugs behind a Shoney's.
You don't want anything Yoshi's selling. You don't want that shit. You don't want that Yoshi's Island Zaza. Thank you for the bits.
Thank you.
Alright, so like with last time around, there's a few games that didn't work, and for some godforsaken reason, I actually tinkered a little bit behind the scenes and figured out how to make them work. One of them, a lot of them work on Mednafin, and one, our grand finale, needs a specialized fork of MGBA in order to work. So we're going to end on that, but I think it's going to be worth it. Alex, why don't you give me that pink controller? Boot up good old Mednafin. And we'll see some games that are too technologically problematic to work on the FPGA Mister.
Okay.
We're at the end of the show. We only have half a dozen games left. but I think you're going to like these. Let's start off with a game called Black Sigil.
Oh,
there it is. Go. Look at this.
Okay.
Look at this video game. So whoever made this really, really, really liked Chrono Trigger. Because holy shit, is this game Chrono Trigger as hell. Has a debug menu it kicks you off into to start various different story sequences. But look at this video game.
This is gorgeous.
It looks amazing. This is my manga portrait. It tells you that I'm happy. Graphically, this is really amazing, even if it is very, very derivative of Chrono Trigger. I mean, there's worse things to be derivative of. I didn't take down any notes on who made this. Anyone happen to know?
Yeah, anybody Black Sigil fiends? Yeah, it isn't like the DS Black Sigil game either. That's a totally different game.
A lot of dialogue here. I wonder if we can get to a battle scene. Spawn airship.
Spawn airship.
Don't mind if I do. Probably can't spawn it in here though. GBA really could have used more RPGs.
I agree.
I don't know how to get back to the main menu. Can you reset this for me?
Okay. Just close and...
Yeah, just close and reopen.
Okay.
Let's see if we can check out one of the later areas.
Same people who made the DS... Okay, so it's the same company that made the DS Black Sigil, but it plays entirely differently. Okay, I didn't know it was related to that DS game. Okay, now I know.
How about that? Let's go to Xanadu.
Wow.
It's Xanadu.
I thought the one that came out, the Dark Spire, or not Dark Spire, but Black Sigil that came out. Am I thinking of Dark Spire?
Maybe you are.
Yeah, I might be.
It's a twisted world, these unreleased video games, and how they relate to stuff that came later. Wouldn't be surprised if this was reworked into something else.
Okay, so it did get released as just straight up Black Sigil on. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Both me and Elvis were both thinking about Dark Spire instead of Black Sigil. Okay, so Black Sigil did come out to DS with very little changes, so it did come out.
Okay,
nice.
Good. I'm glad their work didn't go to waste. Still, almost made it out on GBA. Didn't quite, but at least you can play it on your Nintendo DS. And it's cool to see this in-progress version with all the different debug information and stuff. But let's move on. Next game.
Next game.
How about, you've seen Black Sigil, but have you seen Blue Angelos? Service Cane, thank you for the bits. Designer of Fell Seal. I see. Virtual Spaghetti. This game is brought to you by Virtual Spaghetti. I've never heard of that studio before.
This is the main guy behind this is the designer of Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark. Okay. Thank you for the 25-bit Seraphis Cane. Good to know, good to know.
Got a fancy intro. De la Galaxie Upsila.
Oh, I hope she brought lots of virtual spaghetti. What?
That's not even in chat. That was an Alex original. I thought you were reading from chat.
No.
Alex, we have higher standards than that.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a pretty neat looking side scroller. You control a very fluidly moving character who has a stick of some sort.
Yeah, I deserve that.
This looks like another game that may be in the Metroidvania vein.
Bonk.
We got sci-fi. He keeps telling me to push L for Lavos, but I don't know. That guy caused a lot of trouble in Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, he was no good.
Lavos, no good. Don't like that guy.
Oh, I'm going. I'm in the cyber dimension.
Can you withstand the cyber dimension?
No. This place is pretty shitty.
Who are these dudes up in the tree?
Why are they nude?
Why are they nude?
Nude men in the trees.
This looks like a job for Lavos. Oh, shit.
He's got earrings.
Lavos is my cinematic super, I guess.
He's sick. Wow.
Cool. Lavos, deal with these naked men in the trees. Thank you. Glad someone did something. Ooh, they just left their legs behind. Oh, wait, those are their swords. Ah, God. Always love these demos where certain stuff is broken. Like, it looks like it should be fully functional, but some stuff just doesn't work.
Okay, this dev is Belgian. Okay.
Get different attacks.
I hope
Seems decently drawn and animated. Very well. Wait, he speaks English now?
Yeah, he was speaking English for a little bit.
Wow, he's multilingual. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lavos?
Lavos, can you help?
Lavos, you're in charge of this. Fix it. Dude, I'm level 98.
I love his sexy little pose.
It's really sexy.
Kind of is.
Oh shit, Lavos can't fix this. I think we're screwed. Well, that looked cool.
Yeah.
A nice Belgian Metroidvania. Who doesn't love one of those? Metroidvanias, waffles. Is there anything they can't do?
Ooh.
Now, this next game, it blew my mind. I don't know if it's going to blow your mind, but here it is anyway. Let's play some iNinja. Anyone remember iNinja? This was Argonaut Software's bid to be the next big 3D platformer star. It was released on PS2 and GameCube and Xbox. It's this little guy.
They really wanted.
They really, really wanted iNinja to be a thing, and I don't think he was. Even partnered with Namco for it. Good logo.
Okay, no way, Don Bluth. Did Don Bluth work on the cutscenes in this?
Is that true?
I
Look at this!
Good.
Yeah, this was the problem I had before. This guy is very hard to control. You gotta go really slow or else he just careens right off the platforms. No, stop! Stop! So it's impressive that it's a 3D platformer, but also it's tough as hell. I don't think I should jump on these. No, stop! Stop! If you touch the red arrows, he just goes until he dies. Yeah, maybe not what you would have expected. But still, always impressive to see 3D on the GBA. Alright, I ain't gonna touch those red arrows. Ooh. He has a very tight turning radius, too.
Okay, Don Bluth and Gary Goldman produced the cutscenes in the console versions. Okay.
Oh, damn it!
Go.
I'm gonna
hoping
do
for
this.
some Bit Crush GBA iNinja.
That would be cool. This version was announced, and I think shown to magazines, but never ever made it out. And the prototype was discovered, I think, somewhat recently, like within the last few years. Like a lot of the prototypes we discussed tonight, this is on hiddenpalace.org, where you can freely download them and check them out yourself. A lot of the innards of these ROMs have been dissected, and their findings have been put on TCRF as well. So if you're interested in these prototypes, so are a lot of people. Join the community. Rip apart iNinja.
Just take it apart with your teeth.
Take his guts out with your teeth.
Disembowel iNinja.
Stop! Stop! Oh, damn it! Is that a checkpoint at least? It was.
Yeah, that's
all right.
good.
A lot more difficult than I would have expected, to the point where I wonder if this prototype isn't complete. It also has real difficulty loading in most emulators, because the ROM is a non-standard size, and I think the checksum is corrupt too. So disable all the safety features on your emulator before loading up iNinja. Give him your credit card number. Only give him the last 4 of your social security number,
Yeah,
though.
don't give him the whole.
Don't trust him with the whole thing. No, stop! Ah, what's with the red arrows? Why put those in? Why, God?
Sorry, honey. The red arrows are put in there specifically to harm you. You specifically.
You did it again. iNinja's hard.
Granny.
Stop, stop, stop. Go. He's dead. iNinja is now iDead. Still, nice to see it on GBA. They tried something a little different, but still kept the 3D platformer whole thing going. Maybe you should have polished up the controls a little bit and gotten rid of the red arrows.
Maybe.
Maybe. Who am I to say?
Well,
I'm just a gamer. I'm not a programmer.
yeah, you're just gaming.
Bye, Ninja. Exactly. Only got 3 games left. These are pretty good ones. Let's play some Overstorm. More like incapacitated Ninja. Oh yeah, got his ass.
Got him.
Oh, I wish you could have seen that opening logo.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It was very manga inspired. Western manga.
Demo Games Convention 2003.
Contact info@polyzoom.com.
Okay. That's when you get the whole polycule on a video meeting.
It's been a long week, folks. It's been a long week. The jokes are suffering in quality. I'm suffering in quality. We're all suffering. So is this guy. Now this looks like a GBA platformer. Pre-rendered graphics, pre-rendered background, extremely brown. Ooh. Climb! Climb! Climb the fucking fuck! Climb! There we go. This looks like something we would play on Mascot Friday. And we'd be like, yep, this sure is a this sure is a GBA platformer. Alex, what's your favorite cover? I think mine is brown.
I'm a big fan of grayish beige.
Oh, that's a good one too. Kick that treasure chest's ass.
And yeah, I like of course the color sand. That's a good color.
I like sand color.
The rock color, the canyon color, the bone color, bone color.
Bone?
Is good.
What's
The
your
same
favorite
bone
color?
Over and
Bone.
over. My favorite bone is the clavicle.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
I
Classic
don't like,
clavicle.
I don't like the bone in the elbow though. That's a fucked up bone.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that bone.
There's nothing funny about the funny bone.
No, it's disgusting.
It's so hard to find things to say about these prototypes after playing literally 100 of them at this point. I think
Yeah.
between this and Wednesday's stream, we played 100. And every time we've said, well, I can see where this is going. It's a shame it wasn't released. I guess it's a proof of concept or something. Of all the games we played, though, this one looks the most like one that could have been released. This could have stood alongside games like Robots on store shelves.
Yeah, this definitely feels like a GBA game to me. This.
Like for Christmas, your mom would either get you this or the newest Ice Age platformer. One of those. So good job making a GBA game that definitely looks like a GBA game. I don't know if I necessarily want to play it, though. Alright, let's move on to our last 2 games.
All right.
Last one we're going to see that works on Mednafin is a familiar face, an old friend that we've seen before on stream in its original DOS form, and then a canceled Game Boy Color port last stream. Believe it or not, they wanted to bring Tyrion 2000 to GBA. They tried with Game Boy Color. The people said no. I don't know which people, but they said no. And then they tried again to bring it on GBA, and once again they failed.
Wow, I can't read that at all.
Yeah, this
This
text
font's
is
bad.
This text is looking kind of shit. We could at least buy some weapons though.
No Scunny, sorry everybody.
Yeah, sorry, Scunny did not have a place on GBA. No one tried to bring that over. But they did try to bring over Tyrion 2000. And here on GBA, it's looking a lot better than it did on GPC. Gotta say. It keeps the shading of the graphics from the original. Everything looks nice and detailed. You can see how your upgrades affect your ship and how many shots you can fire. Is the screen dimming or am I fading in and out of consciousness?
It is dimming.
Okay. I was starting to worry a little bit. Like, maybe I should just lay in a dark room for a while. No sound in this one. I'm sure there's a story of this available online.
Mm-hmm.
If they release the ROMs, they probably have something to say about it. Like, yeah, we tried to bring it over, but no one was biting. No one wanted to bring over Tyrion 2000 to the Game Boy Advance. Wish they had. I really wish they had.
Well, I wouldn't have played it. I'm sorry. I would have been playing role-playing games, okay?
Yeah, true. Now, those Kimco games.
Oh, I used to play... Man, I'm still a Kimco defender. I have no reason to be, but, you know.
Someone's got to be.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's got to buy the 5,000 RPGs they put out a year.
I haven't played one of their modern RPGs. I should.
Yeah, get some perspective on modern Kimco.
Educate myself.
I am kind of curious.
Me too.
Anyway, that's our lineup for GBA games here tonight. We have one more to show off, our finale game. But I would say the projects we've seen here are even more promising than what we saw on Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Some of the Game Boy stuff was even ready for retail release, and it was just like, well, that's okay, but I can see why you thought this wouldn't sell. Whereas Game Boy Advance, there was a lot of really impressive, technologically wise games here. Games inspired by Chrono Trigger, games with 3D engines, games that brought your favorite characters back in a new form. And speaking of that, it's time for our finale. Alex, it's time to tell the world about Diddy Kong Pilot. Let's load up our specialized fork of MGBA, because other emulators throw up violently when you try to load Diddy Kong Pilot on them.
Load ROM?
Yeah. And load Diddy Kong Pilot 2003 first. We are going to check out an earlier prototype after this. But this would have been the somewhat ready for retail version. Diddy Kong Pilot! This was later reworked into a GBA game called Banjo Pilot, but this original version is a lot different. First of all, it's got Diddy in it.
I like Diddy.
Turn it down for us a little.
Yeah.
Look at these sprites.
I like
You
that
got Diddy.
Funky is there.
You got Dixie. You got the original Donkey Kong, good old DK. And, of course, you can play as Funky Kong in his first playable appearance ever before this game was canceled.
Good choice.
He's even voiced.
Ooh, the steamy swoop.
This was designed as a follow-up to Diddy Kong Racing, which also allowed you to fly airplanes optionally in some of the levels. Whereas this one is entirely focused on flying. Whoa, Funky! Funky fast! Funky fluid!
He's a funky little guy.
I've never played Banjo Pilot, but this alpha version of the 2003 version of Diddy Kong Pilot is pretty fun. Oh, I got bugged. They keep trying to put Donkey Kong in these racing games. There was Barrel Blast for GameCube and Wii. Or was that just Wii? I think that was just Wii. Actually, I think that game was canceled for GameCube and then put on Wii. So there's a whole history of failed Donkey Kong racing games that get turned into something else. Eventually, they did port Diddy Kong Racing to Nintendo DS. Not an exact port, though. They had to take out Conker for various reasons. It's really funny that the cheerful, upbeat version of Conker is in Diddy Kong Racing. He's like, I'm Conker. Nothing's wrong with my life. I just like racing with my friends.
I'm having a great time.
I'm just here to have fun and make friends. Oh, good sound effects. Very blorpy. Check me out.
Nice job. I'm not trying. Watch it, man. You dummy. Oh, shucks. That's bad.
They keep talking. Oh, damn, I'm funky. Someone's funky out here. Oh, wait, it's me. Clump, Donkey Kong, K-Rool, Dixie Kong.
Critter. Like from Girl in Gold Boots.
Yeah, he was in here. Critter from the famous. This, in my opinion, looks pretty good. This is a pretty darn good-looking 3D racing game for GBA. And I guess this did get released in some form as Banjo Pilot. But it's also kind of a shame that Diddy Kong didn't get his own racing game. He almost did. In fact, this game almost introduced us to a lost member of the Kong family, who we can only see in an earlier prototype. So Alex, why don't you load up that prototype for us, and we can start the weekend. Room temperature, thank you for the bits. Rumple in the Bronx. Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing was the better one for sure. Now this one's really early. This one just kicks you right to a debug menu that allows you to access any level. Let's go ahead and see what this is like.
You got Diddy.
Yeah, this is 2 years before the one we just saw. It's in a much more primitive state. There's fewer guidelines for you. It has it tells you directions up there in the upper part of the screen to turn in, but often it's kind of hard to tell where to go.
Yeah.
Still the bones of a gamer here. Oh no, Diddy Kong retired. No more video gaming for him. Put him in the old folks' home. But once you finish a single race, it kicks you back to the main menu, which you wouldn't see otherwise. You can see that there was going to be a dogfight mode. You can see there was going to be Diddy Kong stories. Oh boy, this is broken. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, I'm going to throw up. If you pick this, it just puts you in this, I think this is a dogfight mode, because it looks like there's other characters moving around.
Okay.
I only see them on the mini-map, though. I don't actually see them for real. But what I am here to expose is a secret chapter of Donkey Kong history. Alex, I don't think you know about this one.
I don't know anything about this.
I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. This game was actually going to introduce new characters, new Kongs even, to the Donkey Kong family. Kongs that were never seen again, Kongs that never saw the light of day, and were ultimately canceled. And one of those Kongs is no longer playable in this build. He was dumbing out. But if you go to the file select screen, and if you try to pick Candy, who's that?
Who the fuck is that, chat?
Alex, years later, the people who made this game confirmed that this is a lost Kong who is going to be named Redneck Kong.
Poppin' and oak, poppin' and oak. It's him. It's him. It's him.
It's Redneck Kong. He was almost a part of the Kong family, but then they disowned him. They didn't put him in any games. He was forever lost. No one knows about Redneck Kong unless you play this specific prototype version of Diddy Kong Pilot. And if you pick him, you just end up being Diddy.
No.
He's no longer playable as of this build.
Why did they get rid of Redneck Kong?
They're trying to censor Redneck Kong for his offensive beliefs. It was almost there.
He's friends with that Duck Dynasty guy.
Yeah, there you go. He's friends with Phil.
Yeah, he's friends with Phil.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Redneck Kong.
I can't believe they didn't give us Redneck Kong.
Yeah. Unbelievable. So there you go. There's some lost Nintendo history.
Hey, what's up?
A game that was almost starring Diddy Kong, but ultimately came out featuring Banjo the Bear, and which almost introduced its own unique Kongs, including Redneck Kong. How would history be different if the kids knew about Redneck Kong? What if he became everyone's favorite Kong? They made spin-off games. He would have been in Donkey Kong 64 2, which way they would have made. History could have been different, man.
We would have seen him in, like, the new games, too.
Yeah. He would have been in Bonanza, and people would have been like, oh man, Redneck Kong, I remember him. He'd get his own DLC. The sky's the limit.
Redneck Kong, Daddy.
And this is something we only learned in hindsight, thanks to the release of these prototype games. We learn about the process of the games being developed, being concepted, ultimately being shelved or canceled or whatever. But in the end, there's a human cost. Or should I say a Kong cost?
A monkey cost. A gorilla cost.
A gorilla cost. Sorry, Redneck Kong. You almost had your time in the spotlight, but you were screwed. Damn. And that's the Ballad of Redneck Kong. And that's the end of our stream, featuring unreleased portable console games. Thank you all for joining us on this odyssey of over 100 games over the last week. We saw games that had barely been started, games that were fully finished, games that were impressive for the hardware, and games that just sucked ass. There was a lot to it, and I'm really glad that our patrons took us on this journey.
Yeah, thank you.
We're done. That's it. The stream is dedicated to the memory of Redneck Kong. May you rest in peace. And thanks to our patrons for voting the way you voted. thus determining the direction of this week's streams.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Our patrons voted to see unreleased portable console games instead of unreleased arcade games. They were directly responsible for what you just saw. And if you want to be directly responsible, head to patreon.com/retropals. Put in a monthly donation of $5 or so, and you get to vote in what we play during our Wednesday streams. This was a fun one. I really liked this one. Thank you all for voting the way you did. It was a lot of fun researching these and uncovering the truth of Redneck Kong and other folks lost in the unreleased games purge.
Goodbye, Redneck Kong.
Goodbye,
You're
Redneck
dead.
Kong. We're done. That's it. I'm going to look for a raid target. Alex, why don't you wrap us up?
All right. We, like Danny said, we are on Patreon. We're also on YouTube. YouTube.com/retropals. Bitch. Sorry, I was about to go into the Patreon spiel. You can watch us there. We post full-length highlights of our streams there. Our latest one is a look at electromechanical arcade games. That's a really fun one. We even feature the classic, the proven moneymaker Luigi. So definitely tune in and check that out. We are also on We also have a Discord. Let me just drop that link in the chat. You can chat with us on Discord about games, make suggestions, post your pets. I've been posting a lot of the kitten who we're kind of adopting soon, so
She's good.
she's great.
Go look at Bella.
Also, thank you, Seraphis Kane, 50 bits. Redneck Kong arrested after a 35-hour standoff with federal agents from his compound in northern Montana. Thank you.
Damn. He's falling on hard times, folks.
Last but not least, we are on Blue Sky. Let me just post a link in the chat. You can follow us on Blue Sky to find out when we go live. We got new videos up on YouTube and all the Retro Pals news. You can use some news you can't, and yeah.
Folks, horrifying news. Friend of the show, Krongo Kong, has been Grinchified.
Yeah,
If you go to his channel now, he's doing his yearly playthrough of The Grinch for PS1. You will actually see a complete playthrough of The Grinch if you watch Krongo Kong play it. He has a lot of experience. He's the world's biggest Grinch fan, and let's go cheer him on as we head into the weekend here. So enjoy that. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.
See ya, folks.